thinking there's an error on the temperature bug on the corner of the screen. It's really that warm right now.
Yeah, you're testing
it's
my
a warm
eyes,
evening.
but yes,
You're
that's
welcome.
correct.
Lean in.
Well, the TVs here are like, you know when
you can blame
when
it
you
on
couldn't
those,
afford,
or you can blame it on your age. It's fine.
You know when you couldn't afford like your first flat panel TV, but you wanted one, so you got a really small one. That's what that is down there. It's like the OG.
I could read it. I'm just.
I
saying.
remember. This is how old I am, guys. I saw my first plasma TV at Tweeter. Do you remember this store?
Oh yeah.
And it was. And this is true, $9,999. It was almost $10,000. And I was like, wow, it's amazing.
Hey, you can read these numbers though, right?
I can read these. Now this monitor's not on. You guys are just trolling me. All right, let's get to it. Yes, Brian, to your original point, it is warmer than you would think. 68 was the high officially in Portland, still hanging in the mid-60s in a lot of spots. 72 in Sanford, 73 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. The reason it didn't feel that way, though, is simple. We just didn't have much sunshine. So, you know, it was one of those days where it actually didn't look great out, but it was pretty nice, as opposed to some of those sunny days in the winter where it looks great and it's not that pleasant. Here's a look at the satellite now, and you can see pretty much everyone clouded up through the afternoon, and we just don't have any sunshine left going on. This radar has been way too hot all day. It's showed us a bunch of showers, but there's really not a whole lot out there, according to ground reports. A couple of sprinkles here and there. This is part of a cold front that's going to sink to our south tonight. So we'll end up on the cool side of the front tomorrow, but it's all relative. We're still ending up in the upper 50s to around 60, and I actually think tomorrow plays pretty nice. Fronts down here, we get more sun across most of the state, and we still get to the upper 50s around 60. So I think it may actually play as a nicer day when compared to today. Tomorrow night's quiet. Here comes our front, warm front on Thursday, which initially stalls out a bit out towards Bangor. So the first half of the day is a bit cooler over central and northern Maine, and then the front drives through and we pop into the upper 60s, 70s, couple of stray 80s are possible out towards Freiburg and back into New Hampshire. So that's all part of that warm sector. Now within that warm sector, there will be ocean influences, sea breezes that occur. I'll show you that in a second. And then we cool back down in time for the weekend, back to kind of reality there. So Thursday is a perfect example where the coast will get that onshore flow and just won't get quite as warm. Inland, we should be able to get into the 70s and again, a couple of spot 80s. On Friday, I think we turn it just long enough along the coast to get to 70 over southern coastal Maine, the mid-coast, and down east Maine, not so much. But look, you know how that goes. If you live in Washington and Hancock County, you can go there in July and it could be 63. I mean, it's just hard to do. You need the wind to be perfect. Don't have time for that graphic. But what it was going to be is that next week is not this week. It's going to be showery, cooler in the sense that it's in the low 50s, nothing crazy, but it's not the week that we're having this week. So just soak this up. And I think it was Coco mentioned next week is vacation week.
Yes.
So
Somewhere there.
yeah, the timing didn't quite line up, but you take this week at any point that you can get it in April.
It's great.
Just roll with it.
All right, Keith, thanks.